Now to some developing news we're following from the state capitol. The clock is ticking right now. In less than an hour, in fact, this year's legislative session will be over.
Lawmakers right now are wrapping up some last-minute bills, and when the session ends at midnight, the governor plans to address the General Assembly. Chief Capitol reporter Susan Raff is live at the state capitol for us tonight with some of the highlights from this session. Susan.
Erin, good evening. This year's legislative session will officially be over at midnight. Now, lawmakers have passed a budget, but there are still many bills that have not been voted on. Yet some would consider this a productive session. However, the governor still wants more. The legislative session is coming to a close. Governor Lamont got his first budget through the General Assembly.
We've got a good, honest budget that's on time, lives within our means, doesn't increase tax rates.
New on the job and still figuring out how things are done, Lamont worked with Democrats to pass paid family leave and raising the state's minimum wage to $15 an hour. But it's transportation the governor is laser focused on. He wants a vote on tolls, a plan he says will provide steady revenue and put some of the cost on out-of-state drivers.
It's been an incredible learning experience for me.
Leslie Hill was elected this past November.
I am hearing primarily that they don't want tolls.
She says the state needs to cut more spending before we even consider tolls. Lawmakers voted to raise the age to 21 for all tobacco and vaping products, extend the statute of limitations for sexual assault crimes, and provide funding for job training and for cities and towns. Like every session, however, there are proposals that don't get very far. One is for a Bridgeport casino, which could be tied in with sports betting, with an investment from the tribes and the state. Bridgeport Senator Dennis Bradley says economic development is what our cities need.
When people see that they're going to have the largest city in the state of Connecticut thriving again, prospering again, that means the people who live there thriving again, prospering again, I don't see anybody who's going to have a problem with that.
A Bridgeport casino, sports betting, that could certainly be taken up in a special session along with tolls. No date has been set. As for recreational marijuana, it doesn't look like that's going to happen until next year. So at midnight, Governor Lamont will walk into the hall of the House, which is right behind me, and he will address lawmakers. And we are expecting him to expect his conversation on transportation, saying he wants action sooner than later. We are live at the state capitol. Susan Raff, Channel 3 Eyewitness News.